Hello and welcome to episode 193 of Topicopedia, the only podcast brave enough to ask the big questions and then immediately get distracted by something else entirely.
That's right, we're back, we're older and legally still allowed to podcast for now.
This week we'll be reading out your feedback, which is always exciting because it's the only time we get to find out how wrong we've been in writing.
And also the only time Steve pretends criticism is banter.
We'll be discussing our notable news stories of the week, which we've selected using our usual strict criteria: confusing, annoying, or deeply upsetting, but sometimes funny if you say it quickly.
Oh God, I don't know about that. That might not age well. Plus, we'll be diving into normal adult things no one properly explained. Because apparently, once you hit adulthood, the instructions are replaced with vibes and pretty major panic.
Council tax, emails that say quick one, and why everyone pretends to understand it when they absolutely don't.
Speak for yourself. I confidently misunderstand everything.
We've also got our usual Exhibit A, where we revisit the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. That's what we're revisiting. A story that somehow gets darker every time, yet still feels oddly on brand for us.
Nothing says light entertainment like historical crime and emotional damage.
As always, we've got Meme of the Week, Joke of the Week, and
the lingering presence of our mildly disturbing Uncle Jerry, who is absolutely not listening, but somehow knows we're talking about him.
If you hear a chair creak in the background, don't worry, that's just Jerry breathing too loudly and standing too close.
Again.
So settle in, loosen something you probably shouldn't loosen in public, and prepare yourself for wit, innuendo, questionable facts, and the comforting realisation that no one really knows what they're doing.
Especially us.
This is Topicopedia.
Please enjoy irresponsibly. I might have got a little off-piste on the script. Not that we're scripted, of course.
No,
but
of course not.
Might have changed the word ever so slightly because I don't know. Please enjoy responsibly doesn't sound like something I'd say on this podcast.
Doesn't sound like anything we'd say in life at all.
No, it doesn't. No, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
So please feel free to enjoy us as irresponsibly as you possibly can within the legal confines of the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, go wild. Play us at work without headphones. Yeah. Dare you? That's a double dog dare you.
Oh, they've been double dog dared now. You got to do it. Whip them earphones out, stickers on your loudspeaker, and let everyone enjoy.
Exactly.
God, could you imagine if someone works in a supermarket?
Put us on the tannoy.
Yeah, stickers on there. Why not? Us blaring through Tesco. That'd just be. Could you imagine?
You won't believe this now that I obviously am a little more accustomed to speaking on a microphone, but I worked in retail a lot. That's not the bit you won't believe. The bit you won't believe is that I avoided using the tannoy for a very long time.
Did you?
I think I got away with it for about a year before someone said, "You're going to do this." And when you work in a large store, you have to, don't you? But once I'd done it, I loved it.
So what did they get you to announce?
Normally it's when you need to speak to someone. So you'd say, "This is a staff announcement. Could Steve please call extension 657? That's Steve to call extension 657. Thank you." Or, "This is a management announcement," or "This is a customer announcement." You just shit, just random. It's just basically getting someone's attention without having to hunt them down. Yeah. So, which is a shame. I quite like the hunt.
I think now most places have wireless headsets, don't they, that they use?
They do. Yeah. Tannoy systems are outdated, aren't they? They are for the customers now.
They now just play music and pre-recorded messages on loop.
"This is a customer announcement. Could the prick who owns the BMW please move it out of our loading bay area? Please remove it from our loading bay area. Thank you." I'm never going to be employed again, am I?
Oh, dear. Yeah. Oh, we're near the end of January.
Ta-da! I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a slog, but we've got there.
Do you know, I don't feel it has been a slog. I think there must be something wrong with me because I've not felt this. But then there's still a week, well, half a week to go.
There is.
There is potential for this to drag for me yet, but I haven't felt that yet.
Fair play.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been feeling sloggy?
Yeah, well, I've felt skint for the last 4 weeks. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You just got to crack on. You got to tighten your belt. Get on with it.
Exactly that. Get on with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've kind of resigned myself to being skint for quite a long time because I bought this sofa that costs 3 times the amount any sofa I've ever bought before.
Oh,
and
how much was it?
Oh, it wasn't that much. It was about 1,800. I think it was just over 1,800.
Wow. I don't think I paid that for. I don't think I ever paid that for any couches. Like all my couches together that I've ever owned won't even come to that.
I know. It better be really nice when it gets here.
As in,
so sad.
you paid out. Well, you paid out the whole money and it's not arrived yet.
I haven't paid any money yet.
Oh, okay. You made it sound like you were skint because you.
I've done a buy now, pay later. Well, no, I'm skint anyway because I just keep fucking spending my money. Innit? I tell you what, the latest fascination is. I've decided, honestly, this is so on brand for me. I've decided I need to buy a 3D printer.
Okay, fair play. Can't.
Yeah.
Blame you for that.
And I found one that I want.
Okay.
And it's on offer at the moment, but I can't afford it. Because they're not cheap things, but I found one. It's normally £400 and it's currently £340.
Well, what
and
a bargain!
Like £60 off. That would be nice. Well, anyway, it's got really good reviews. The point is I want to 3D print decor for spider enclosures.
Okay.
So that I can offer. I don't know if I've even said that I'm going to do this,
No.
but I'm planning to breed my baby spiders when they're not babies. They're not going to be making spider, nonce porn or anything. It's not like that. But I feel like I'm not explaining myself well. When my spiders have matured, I intend to breed them and sell the babies. And it would be nice. And a lot of breeders do it, to be fair. They offer little starter setups. And most of them 3D print their own stuff. And I can totally see why, looking at how much filament costs and stuff like that. Yeah. That's a really cost-effective way of doing it.
Have you not seen there's people that like make them from plastic bottles and stuff like that? They get their old plastic bottles and then you can, if you set it up properly, you can have it so that you run a blade and it cuts it the equal thickness all the way along.
Oh, okay.
I think you have to pump it with air first to flatten out the plastic and whatnot. But it's all. Yeah, it's a shit I watch on when I'm scrolling Facebook, obviously.
I'm not sure it's a good idea. I think if you've got an old machine that you don't mind if you gum it up, give it a go. But yeah, I'm not sure. Otherwise, it might be a bit dodgy. But I really, really want to do it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I have no room for this damn contraption either, so I'll have to move my whole house around just to make it fit somewhere. That's what I've decided.
Just kick your housemate out and stick it in his room.
It's tempting. It really is.
Make him sleep with it.
Not gonna need him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, if anyone wants a baby spider, go and follow me at Spood Pimp on Facebook and on TikTok. And you can follow my spider wrangling journey, and eventually you might be able to purchase a teeny tiny spiderling.
Yeah, rather someone else than me.
If you're in the UK,
I will pass on the spiders.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, they're lovely. I'm terrified of spiders, but these, it's like they're not really spiders. It's weird.
Okay, Fair dues. Spiders
Have
aren't
you
really
seen what
spiders.
they look like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll let you off then.
Yeah.
If you've seen what they... Okay, fair enough. All right.
Yeah. I followed already. Don't worry, I followed.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Anyway, so how's your week been?
It's been all right, really. It's
Good.
It's not been,
Lots of orders.
it's not been too bad. It's not been super busy, but it's not been too bad.
I mean, it is January, so...
Yeah. I also did a bit of, the old DIY malarkey. Is it DIY? Would you call it DIY? Repairing shit that breaks in your house.
That's
I mean?
DIY, isn't it?
It kind of, yeah. I kept wondering why the kitchen floor was wet.
Oh, no. Okay.
And it wasn't people pissing on it or anything like that.
It's quite funny because I was thinking along a very different track.
Okay, well, what were you thinking? What are you thinking the kitchen floor be wet for?
Other things you might think of when you think of slippery when wet.
Okay, it wasn't that either.
I loved that our brains went to totally different places.
Yeah, both completely the wrong way at all. But this puddle kept forming like in front of the washing machine.
That's the hot spot, is it? I see.
Bloody hell, not the washing machine. You can blame it getting itself wet, you know what I mean? So I turned it like on its side because 99% of the time the issue is, where the last time round, where you have a pump in it to pump your wastewater out.
Yeah.
And usually that gets jammed or whatnot. But last time round, like the actual hose had come off somehow completely. And it absolutely pissed water all over the floor. Like, it was just pumping the whole thing just straight out onto all dirty water straight out onto the floor. But this time around, it was a bit slow. I was like, okay, so maybe it isn't that. And I, checked all that, and that was fine. So I pulled it out, and I was like, it's a bit wet at the back here. And it was, of course, where the water goes into the back of the washing machine.
Right.
And I don't know if you've ever used one of them connections, but they are one of the shittiest designs. Like, you're relying on this like little measly rubber connection between it and plastic threading and stuff. And it was spraying out this fine mist. And then obviously I gave it a wiggle to try and see if I could get it to seal up properly and try and tighten it up and stuff. And then obviously it sprayed a less fine mist across the kitchen.
Oh my God. Oh God.
So then obviously, get underneath because you're like, oh shit, at this point I best turn the water off to it. So get underneath and, get to where the switch is for the water. And I turn it and just the plastic top of the thing turns. So it doesn't stop the water at all. So I'm like, bloody brilliant. Like, what is the point in an emergency stop tap if you turn it and it doesn't do anything,
That's awful, isn't it?
Yeah. So I had to frantically find a screwdriver, and I managed to use a screwdriver. I just kind of like, it wasn't immediately controlling the valve, but like just by turning it enough to tighten the cap, it kind of nudged it to off. So it's like, thank God for that. That meant I had to order a new hose. So I ordered a new hose, got it, fitted it, and then I had the fun of trying to get the tap to turn back on again.
Oh my God.
So at some point I do need a new tap to go behind my washing machine, but now that it's not leaking, it's one of them things where I'm just going to forget about it, and it's only become an issue again next time I have an issue with the washing machine.
But that is a problem for future, Steve.
That is a problem for future, Steve. It is.
And you know that, and you're still not going to do it.
The fuck's future Steve? So as long as current Steve's all right, who cares,
Exactly. Tomorrow's not promised.
But yeah, I mean, there you go. There's my bit of DIY, fixing the leak behind the washing machine.
After you made it worse. Yeah.
After making it worse. And it's just so annoying. It obviously been doing it a little bit because it was like the wall was looking a bit soggy and a bit mouldy. I was like, Oh, it's always something, isn't
Oh.
it? That's part of having a home. It's always bloody something.
You're telling me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All this adulting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. There's just so much you have to do and so much you have to be responsible for that you would never have thought.
Yeah. And if someone had have sold it to you, you'd have just said, you know what, I'll stay a kid forever, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Except when you're a kid, there's nothing, you just wouldn't want to be a kid when you're a kid. When you're a kid, it's like, it feels so limiting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You're like, I know, I want to do what I want. And now that you can eat ice cream as every meal if you wanted to, you choose not to.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, though. I saw a food hack earlier on YouTube that I think even you could do, Steve.
Okay.
So it's only 2 ingredients, right?
Right.
So you get a pot of Greek yogurt, but it's got to be proper Greek yogurt, not the Greek style yogurt, right? So it's got to be proper. It's like really thick when you open it up. And then you get Biscoff biscuits and you just stick them into it and push them all the way down. And you put in as many of those in there as will go reasonably.
Yeah.
And then you put the lid on and leave it overnight, right? And when you go back to it, the biscuits have soaked up loads of moisture and gone really soggy. And then you stir it in and they call it Japanese cheesecake because the flavour is just like cheesecake. So there you go. I'm gonna try it because it just sounds too good to be true.
I think if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
But the person that did it that I watch, he tests out these things, and I feel him and his wife, they don't bullshit. If it's rubbish, they'll say, and they both said, "Oh my god, that shouldn't taste like a cheesecake, but it does." And I'm like, okay, I need this. And you can get the fat-free version as well of Greek yogurt, and it's just, oh, I love Greek yogurt. Just sounds dreamy. The whole thing sounds dreamy. I'm gonna do it.
Give it a go. Let us know how it goes, and then I might have a go at cooking that dish.
You don't cook it, do you? I suppose that is cooking to you, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So anyway, so your week's been all right. I'm trying to think if I've got anything to tell you about my week, but I don't really think I have. It's been uneventful in a good way, but I've been busy with animals and setting up my new profiles on Facebook and TikTok and things. So if you are listening and you haven't done it already, please go and follow Spood Pimp. Please go and follow Snake Pimp. And whilst you're there, go and follow Immense Printing as well, because you can get some really good stuff on there.
Yes, go and spend loads of money with us. Thank you.
Yes, go and spend money there. And it's hard to spend a lot of money there because their prices are really bloody good. Really good. So yeah, yeah, just go and follow me. I'm just going to plug myself. That's literally, I've put hours and hours into it. I've made beautiful little logos and stuff. Just go and love me on there, please.
Got something to say? Well, don't be shy. Slide in our DMs, Topicopedia.online. Love us or hate us, we'll read it out loud, even if it's weird
or makes Jerry proud. Yeah, we saw your NFT cheers chair. Still can't unsee all that pubic hair. Then came the tale that we can't explain. A dildo dick stuck to the cabin in a plane. And who could forget
that fateful hour when chihuahuas rose and seized world power?
So love us or roast us, we're not gonna cry. We'll read out your filth with a wink and a sigh. Be cheeky, be brutal, be gross, we don't care. We've seen Uncle Jerry's pick. Nothing compares. Nothing compares.
Okay, so this is a little bit of the podcast where you get to big yourself up rather than us just bigging ourselves up all the time.
Yes, yes, please do. Let us know what you've been up to. Big yourself up. Tell us where you are when you're listening to us. When you were listening to us last week, because I'm sure it's probably not the same every time. We like to hear things like that. So yes, we have some feedback from Andy, who says, talking about pen pals, I remember in primary school, I think I had one from someone in Africa. And now I'm wondering how they're doing these days. And I would worry about getting a pen pal who was a doctor, because I'd never be able to read what they wrote. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I also had a pen pal from Africa when I was in primary school. How funny. There must have been some sort of an incentive going on for that at the time.
Incentive?
I think she only wrote...
Initiative, probably.
Well, initiative. You know what I mean. I'm very tired. I must admit, I'm very tired. Sorry. I'm just trying to think what they could give you as an incentive.
Yeah.
I didn't say. Oh, I think we probably had the same thought, but we'll leave that
there. As long as we don't say it, we're all good, aren't we?
Yeah, it's all good. But yes, I can't remember her name now either, which is such a shame. And I remember that I wrote to her and then she wrote to me and I wrote back and she never wrote again. I thought, well, suit yourself there. I was sad about that. I liked having an African friend. So, and then anyway, God, that's really, I'm never going to forget that. And he also goes on to say, Mr. Beckham wrote an essay, which was on Instagram. Who on Instagram is reading something that long? That being said, being born into a famous family can't be easy, but this will make me feel old. I think I remember a story of when he was a young lad where his parents gave him a 40k diamond earring. So parents are to blame if he's spoilt.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, yes. But then also, what kid gives a stuff about having a 40k diamond earring, really?
I know, but if you get used to getting gifts like that all the time.
I know, yeah. Exactly, yeah. I'm sure he had better gifts.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had, like, you know, a quad bike and like all the good stuff that lads actually want, you know. I'm sure the 40k diamond earring was just a bit of a, oh yeah, cheers, thanks a lot, you know. Just my thoughts. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much, Andy, for your feedback. I'm so glad you told me about your pen pal because yeah, it brought back some memories.
Didn't it?
Dear.
That tickled you.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. It's tickled you too, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
Anyway, that concludes our feedback for the week. And I will say, head over to topicopedia.online, like you heard in the song, and fill out our sexy feedback form. You don't even have to tell us who you are. You don't even have to tell us where you're sending it from. You do not have to give us a real email. We'll still get it. But if you want to reply, I recommend putting a real one in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm saying that listening to us respond to it is kind of the reply a lot of the time.
That's true. That's true. Although I have a story, actually, I forgot to tell you about my week. Yeah, okay. It's to do with emails. So I had a text last week from 3, who was my mobile network, and they said that my contract has run out and I need to get a new one. Otherwise, they'll start charging stupid amounts of money, right? I don't know why they've started doing that. Because it used to be they'd just put you, when your term was up, they'd just put you on a rolling contract for that amount, wouldn't they? But they don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Weirdly. So anyway, they said I think that's what it is. So they said they'd call me, or I could go online. I thought, well, I'm not going to let them call me because the amount of times I just hang up on those people because they sound like scammers. Yeah. So I thought I'll just go on the app and see what they've got. And so, you know, I went to the special upgrades for you section, and all they would offer me, because bear in mind I was paying less than £12 a month, right?
Yeah.
The cheapest they would offer me was £20.
Wow. Okay.
And I thought, not on your Nelly, pal. So I use ID Mobile for my daughter. I think we're paying £6 a month for her.
It's exactly the same. It still uses 3.
Exactly. So I got myself a SIM card. I think I'm getting more data a month, and everything else is unlimited. And they've given that to me for £7 a month.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah. So I got an eSIM, so I don't even have to faff with anything.
There you go. Happy days.
I did that for my daughter as well. So I did it, right? And because I've already got an account for my daughter, I thought, I couldn't work out how to just add a second SIM to the account. I just couldn't do it. And I thought, I'll just use one of my other email addresses, right? So I don't mind stating what this email address is because it is a public one. It's for my Snake Pimp account. Okay. Right. So I put in snakepimp@outlook.com, and you have to retype it so that you've got it right. Yes. So I retyped snakepimp@outlook.com, and then I everything went through. And luckily, I'm in the habit of screenshotting order confirmations.
Okay.
Because sometimes you don't get an email, and then if something goes wrong, you haven't got any of the details, right? So I'm in the habit of doing that, which thank Christ I did, because I got a text saying that I would receive my email confirmation any moment, and I didn't get it, right? So I'm panicking, thinking, oh God, where is it? And I thought, no, maybe it just takes a bit of time. So I waited 24 hours. I never got it. I checked all the spam and junk and all that. Wasn't there. So and as I'm checking, I'm looking at my email account, and I'm like, that's not the email I gave.
Oh.
So when I was setting up the email account, I wanted to have snakepimp@outlook.com, but somebody else has got that.
Okay.
So I put it in as snakepimp.uk@outlook.com.
Oh, so you sent the confirmation to someone else.
So someone else has got my confirmation and any details. So I thought, Christ, so I get on the chat for ID, and I get this bloke, and I explain the situation, and he says, I'm afraid there's nothing I can. Well, we had to jump for 1,000 hoops first, and he's taking it literally 5 or 6 minutes to reply. He's obviously juggling about 10 of us, right?
Yeah.
And he could not be less interested, and he, after all this security crap, which I passed with flying colours, he then says that he can't change the email address, but and gave me a phone number to ring.
Okay.
I thought, for Christ's sake, why is that going to be any different? So anyway, because it takes him so long to reply, I left the chat open whilst I rang the number. And the number he gave me was for DPD, and the first thing they asked me for was my consignment number. So I said, I've rang the number. It's, you've given me the wrong number. You've given me the number for DPD. He said, ma'am, can you please confirm you've spoken to an agent? I said, no, you've given me the phone number.
You ordered an eSIM. You did not need any delivery.
Exactly. And then he all of a sudden did a U-turn. I knew it was bullshit from this point onwards. He said that he'd escalate the issue and that it would be switched within 24 to 48 hours. And I just thought, well, you're just lying to get rid of me now. So anyway, it gets to Sunday. I've not had any emails. So, I mean, I will say I was impressed that they have their customer service open on a Sunday. And I got back on the chat again and I spoke to a woman and she was lovely. She was replying in 2 minutes rather than 5. So I liked her a lot. And she was just lovely. And she, I had to send a picture of myself holding up my passport to prove I'm me. But other than that, it was easy. It was just... She just did it, and I had the email. I received it while she was still on the chat, and it was wonderful. And I mean, it was my fuck up. I will fully appreciate it, but my God, that man was fucking useless. Excuse my French. He really made me so angry. Anyway, so it's all's well that ends well. But what a palaver but I'm quite chuffed that I only have to pay £7 a month now. What a saving.
Exactly. And you know what? When you leave 3, they're like, oh, but you don't get the same customer service with other people. And it's, well, you've not done too bad. You're second time lucky with ID.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is my daughter doesn't get any spam phone calls from them either.
Happy days.
Trying to get her to buy this or whatever, because it's all in my name, obviously.
Yeah.
So they don't know that she's 12 and doesn't need to be contacted. So yeah, it's I 3. I don't know if you've been on 3 before, but they don't bloody leave you alone.
I were with 3 for years, but then it just got to the point where it was too expensive. So now I just go on to Uswitch and then just go on. I'm on Talk Mobile at the moment, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I just tend to go on Uswitch and go with whichever's cheapest.
Exactly. That's the way to go.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Pays to shop around or price compare in that case.
Certainly does. Certainly does.
Hey there, folks, come take a peek. It's notable news of the week. Headlines, highlights, what's on trend from start to finish, beginning to end. Stories big and stories sleek. It's scoop you wanna see. Smart and snappy, fresh and chic. Notable news of the week. Notable news of the week. Hey! Notable news of the week.
So is everyone still talking about the Beckhams?
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah. I've not got a Beckham story this week though, so you'll be relieved to know.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot going on. I mean, I know that at least this. So obviously massively slated him last week, and I still kind of stand by that. He's obviously a bit of a git. However, I've seen 2 ex-girlfriends come forward to support him and say, actually, Victoria is as bad as he says that she is. And I think the DJ's come forward and said that I can't remember. It was basically supporting him and saying, you know, the dance wasn't necessarily inappropriate, but if he feels it was inappropriate, then it was inappropriate. And it's like, oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, there's been a lot of support for him, which surprised me, I think.
Fair play. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been politics galore in the news again this week.
Has it? Well, I've been under my rock, so you can tell me the highlights because I haven't got a clue.
That what's happened in it? The thing in Davos that happened.
What's that?
You know, where all the elites from the world go and meet up and discuss like the future of the world and all this bollocks. Part of the World Economic Forum and all that. But interestingly, like this time round, Nigel Farage went as well to have a mooch, see what they're trying to push on people. And Donald Trump went and did a big speech, which got mixed reactions from everybody.
Oh, okay.
He basically, because did we mention previous weeks that he wanted Greenland?
Yes.
Yeah, so he did confirm on stage. He said, you know, if he wanted Greenland, he could go and get Greenland, and he could use force, but he doesn't want to, and he isn't going to, and he'd just like to be able to have some, you know, security bases there and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's pretty much agreed now. We can have bits of Greenland and have, you know, for security of NATO and all that kind of stuff. So he did all that kind of stuff. Excellent. So that all took place. I did see a clip on social media this week of someone following Rishi Sunak at Davos, like trying to interview him before, you know, on the way in. But he wouldn't answer any questions, and he was just throwing question after him, like, and he just wouldn't reply to any. And I thought, that's a bit rude, really. You know, the guy was like, "Look, I voted for, you know, Conservatives, and and you've made this worse, and now you've opened the door to Keir Starmer, who's making things even worse, and like he would take no responsibility.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like in the big news this week, the mayor of Denton and somewhere else, like, you know, one place, not the mayor, the MP, a Labour MP has stepped down basically on health grounds, retired, taken a retirement or whatever. So that's opened up a seat in Greater Manchester. So Andy Burnham, the mayor of Greater Manchester, decided he wanted to run to be an MP. But literally, he was an MP before he went to be the mayor of Greater Manchester.
Right.
But if you're the mayor of Greater Manchester, you can't become PM. You can't become the Prime Minister.
Right.
So he basically was wanting to challenge Keir Starmer. Then so he threw his hat in the ring and was like, yeah, I want to stand for this seat. And then the head of Labour, there's like 7 of them in it, including Keir Starmer, and 6 of the 7 basically said, no, we're not letting you stand, and blocked Andy Burnham from standing because, you know, they think he'd have a good chance of winning it. Well, in fact, it kind of, you know, if he did win it, then it would be great because Labour would keep a seat. But then at the same time, he'd then probably challenge Keir Starmer for the leadership. But if they did lose it, they would then have lost the seat and potentially lose the mayor, because they'd have to obviously do an election for the mayor as well.
Yeah.
So it could have been a potential risk. Yeah, it's like, you know, pick whichever's going to cause less damage to your own party kind of situation. To which a whole bunch of MPs have now written to Keir Starmer and said, we disagree with your decision to stop him from standing. So he's still not, you know, his own party's still not convinced with him, but who is, to be fair. But yeah, it's all very exciting, isn't it? Let's wait and see what happens with that. But in other news...
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other news, I've frantically been trying to find other news. The Galaxy Z, Samsung Galaxy Z Trifold, set to be released in the US for $2,899. I mean,
That's a bit more than I could afford.
Yeah, who's paying this kind of money for a mobile phone? Like... And especially the fold ones,
even
because
pay that for a sofa.
Yeah, yeah. You probably get a bit longer out of the sofa as well, because especially with these folding screens, because I'm still not convinced that they're anywhere near as robust.
They can't be, can they?
No, not really. If you've ever watched that guy on YouTube, what's his name now? How have I forgotten his name? Jerry Rig Everything.
Okay,
have you ever watched
him?
He's quite good because he gets sent all the latest phones, and then he'll do like a burns test to see if the screen can survive a lighter being held at it and whatnot. He'll do scratch tests, scratch all the surfaces, see what level, you know, scratch you can take on the screen and whatnot. And then he'll do a bend test as well and try and bend it. So
you're gonna have to send me a link to this later.
So it's quite funny because he basically just destroys phones just out of interest of seeing how rigid they are and whatnot, and how long they're likely to last. And then he'll take them all to bits and let you see what's inside and whatnot. And it's interesting. But with the foldable phones, typically they scratch a lot easier on the screen because obviously it's not a solid screen. You've not got Gorilla Glass on there. And typically, if it's going to snap at any point, it's usually where the joins are or where the antenna lines are, because it's got a thinner bezel and all that kind of stuff. So there's a few compromises. So I bet mobile phone manufacturers absolutely hate it. They're like, well, we've got to send them a phone to promote it. And then on the other hand, they're like, but what if it snaps really easily? But I suppose it's probably they're now designing phones and thinking in their head, will Jerry Rig Everything be able to snap this?
They must have a degree of confidence to send it to him, wasn't they?
You'd think so. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, I suppose if you still like your phone, you'd just be like, well, I'm not gonna bend my phone that way. Like, if you're convinced you're gonna look after it.
Exactly. It's not normal usage, is it? So
No. So there you go. Everyone's been talking about The Traitors. Obviously, I've not got a TV license, so I've not seen it.
So you've not seen it, but I've seen it.
Have you seen it? Is it good? I mean, I've seen a previous
Very good.
series of it. Did you know it's going to be adapted for the stage?
This vaguely rings a bell, actually.
Yeah. It's going to be on
I'm
stage
not sure how that works.
from 2027. But as I say, how is that going to work? Like,
They must have a really good idea, because the amount they charge for you to go to the theatre and whatnot is astronomical. But that sounds quite good. It sounds like I'd go and see it, wouldn't you? Just to see how it all works.
yeah, I think I would. As long as you don't need a TV license for it, it's all good.
I did see a very sad story. You know, one of the winners from The Traitors,
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
And she wanted to win the money so that she could make memories with her mum, didn't she?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Apparently her mum died a couple of days after she won.
Oh, no. Oh, that's
And I
a pity.
believe, I could be wrong, but I believe they don't pay out until it's aired.
No, they don't, do they?
Because obviously you can't know, because you can't tell anyone. So she never got to do that.
Oh, no. Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, but yeah, really, really good series, though.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it.
In other news, it looks like the PS6 will only launch after 2028.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm not in any rush.
No, exactly. I'm scraping the bar for news stories. Harry Styles is in the news. For what?
Yeah.
He's releasing tickets. You can go and see him at London's Wembley Stadium this summer. And I wanted to see how much the prices were to see if it's reasonable or not. Oh. So yeah, he's performing in June. 12th and 13th at 11 a.m, 17th and 19th at 2 p.m, and the 20th and 23rd at 11 a.m. They're quite early gigs, aren't they?
They are.
Oh, hang on, sorry, they're pre-sale times. My mistake.
Oh. That makes more sense, doesn't it?
Although, the gigs are the 12th to the 12th, 13th, 17th, 19th, 20th and 23rd. That's not right then, is it? Because they're the dates that I just said. No, they are the times then. Sorry, they are the times.
No.
Yeah. That's quite early for a gig, isn't it, really?
That's very early.
He's also going to do Madison Square Garden. He's going to do
Nice.
Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. The Accor Stadium in Sydney.
I bet it does cost a pretty penny to go see Harry Styles in this day and age.
What is the disco standing? So why call them... Oh, they probably named after his albums or something like that. Disco. So the standing ticket, £279.45.
Get out.
Yeah. The Kiss package, £468.45.
Oh my God.
And the Together Disco package is £725.45.
Who can afford to be a fan of Harry Styles these days?
I don't know.
Because it ain't me.
Interestingly, his supporting act in the UK is Shania Twain. Which I would
That
have...
impress her much.
I know, but I wouldn't have said that fans of Harry Styles are really fans of Shania Twain. They're quite different eras.
Different eras, but I feel like Shania Twain has got enough hits to see her. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like Whitney Houston.
I'd rather see Shania Twain than see Harry Styles.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I would.
I think I'd rather see Harry Styles. Look, Shania Twain doesn't look like Shania Twain anymore. She's had so much done.
She. Fair dues.
Yeah.
In other news, Katie Price has got a new husband, hasn't she? Lee Andrews.
Well, she's engaged, isn't she?
Is she? It says Lee Andrews married Katie Price in Dubai.
Oh, they got married. Oh, I saw an engagement announcement a couple of days ago. Blimey, they pushed that through quick, didn't they? Jesus.
But what intrigued me is this, because this story went completely different. This Daily Star article said, Katie Price's new husband, Lee Andrews, accused of faking celebrity photos with AI. So apparently he's using artificial intelligence to doctor images for his social media. Been seen posing next to figures such as Elon Musk and Kim Kardashian, but he's not actually met them.
Oh, you absolute drongo. What a loser.
I think for fun we should do some AI images of us with celebrities.
I think we should.
Like, look who's on the show this week. It's Elon Musk.
I want to see you and Elon having a pint together down the pub. That's what I want to see. Yeah, with your Tesla beer mats.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Bake Off, big news this week that Nigella Lawson is going to replace... I've forgotten the person's name who she's replacing.
Is it Prue?
Prue, yeah, Prue, that's the one.
Yeah.
She'll fit right in there, won't she? She's full of innuendo.
Do you know what? I love Nigella. I'm not big on Bake Off. I only watch it when I'm at my parents' house and they put like a special on or something. I don't mind that, like a celebrity special.
Yeah.
But I'm not a religious watcher of Bake Off. It's not really my thing.
I just like little extracts where you just clip all the innuendo together. That's more up my street. I don't give a shit about the cooking. Like,
yeah, it is fascinating. It is wonderful to watch what they can do or can't do. Some of them. I think that might be why I like the celebrity ones more, because they're more likely to fuck it up. But I love Nigella Lawson. I think I would enjoy it so much more for her being on it.
Fair dues, yeah. There you go. It might be worth trying. In breaking news in Manchester, one of Manchester Arndale's longest standing restaurants has suddenly closed its doors. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, Yo Sushi has shut down.
Oh no.
Yeah. Don't think they shut them all. They just show that obviously maybe Manchester doesn't like sushi.
Nah, get out. No, Manchester's like a trendy city. They like sushi.
Well, they're probably going the Trafford Centre for it rather than instead of...
You're right. I think you're right. I imagine that the Trafford Centre's probably taking... But then the Arndale's in town, isn't it? So it kind of depends.
Yeah, but the town is dead, to be fair.
Is it?
If you've seen a bit of Charlie Beach or a bit of Billy Moore wandering around, then yeah, you'll know it's dead.
Okay, fair enough. It's not what it used to be. The high street just isn't what it used to be in general, is it? So.
Exactly. Anyway, frantically searching for news this week, Birmingham World has posted 9 reasons this overlooked West Midlands town deserves to be UK town of culture.
Oh?
Yeah. So the town in question is Stratford-upon-Avon.
Oh, okay.
Apparently there's 9 reasons that it's a good place.
Well, I bet one of them isn't the accent.
No. Interesting history and beginnings. It's got a picture of a castle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. And then part 2, Warwick Castle. Okay. Is everything going to be the castle? Enjoy nature and Warwick's glorious gardens. Yeah, okay. It's appreciate Warwick's diverse food and drink scene. So, yeah, they're really pushing Warwick here for having this monumental moment. What else have they got? I don't know. They've tried to load this page with so many ads. My browser's just like...
Oh, it's so annoying when they do that, isn't it? It just ruins the news.
Oh, there we go. Next page. There's a next page button. Courthouse. Apparently it's got a nice courthouse.
Oh, wonderful.
It's the backdrop to some of your favourite TV and films, such as Pride and Prejudice, Tom Jones, Moll Flanders, all filmed there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You can enjoy the River Avon.
Yeah.
And the Mill Gardens.
You just can't ever leave if you want to keep your sanity.
Oh, it's got a
You
race
stay in that
course
pocket.
as well. That's the
Oh,
ninth
okay.
one. And it's quite funny because I'm going to send you this picture they've got of Warwick Racecourse. You know, they really want
God.
Warwick and Stratford-upon-Avon on the map that much. They've used this image to try and
Right.
promote the place. And bearing in mind, that's sent to you and it's come up that size. On the actual web page, it's 3 times the size and it is just a blur.
Oh, no.
They've used the shittiest quality image you can imagine.
Not by accident, I'm sure.
No, they've obviously never been there. Birmingham World is probably written 300 miles away.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, there is one more bit of news.
Oh, is that?
Can't leave. Yeah, there is. I'm surprised actually you've not heard about it because it has made national news. At the weekend, a young man, 24, went missing or was reported missing on Saturday after he'd been on a night out on the Friday night. So initially, he'd left Depot, which is Union Street, and he'd left with 4 lads that he didn't previously know.
Okay.
And he'd said he was headed to Union Rooms. Now, I don't 100% know where Depot is, but I know that Union Rooms is like also technically Union Street. So it's ruddy close.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to get lost. Anyway, that was, you know, the last time he was whereabouts were known, and he didn't get to Union Rooms. So he went missing. His phone was off, which his family said was really weird. So there was a big appeal put out on Facebook and whatnot. You know, let us know if you see this guy, you know, worried about his welfare, blah, blah, blah. And then on Sunday, they plucked him out of the water at the marina, which is really sad.
Oh, dear.
And they arrested a 19-year-old on suspicion of murder. And then yesterday, they arrested another 19-year-old, a second one. And today they've arrested a third one on suspicion of murder. So it sounds like this group of lads you know, not to speculate, but it sounds like they've done him in.
God.
Which is very messed up. But
Hell,
yeah, so
all happens down your way.
always something. Oh, do you know, it actually seems to be getting like that now. It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bad.
Our little, you know, seaside little mini city, and it's going to the dogs big time. So
Well, you have
yeah.
to keep us posted on that. Let us know how long they get.
Well, yeah, I'm sure we won't find out for a hot minute, but when we do, I will let you know. But yeah, really, really sad. Rest in peace, Drew, his name was.
Fair dues.
For the record. Exhibit.
So dramatic.
It is very serious stuff.
Okay, on the night of March the 1st, 1932, America's most famous child vanished from a quiet house in Hopewell, New Jersey. Charles Lindbergh was not just a celebrity, he was a national hero, the man who had flown solo across the Atlantic and become a symbol of American courage and modernity. When his
That's a word.
Yeah, I know. When his 21-month-old son, Charles Augustus Lindbergh Jr. I shouldn't be laughing, but that's so American, isn't it? Let's stick your name in and put Jr. at the end.
I hate it.
When Charles was put to bed that evening, the house was guarded not by locks or alarms, but by fame itself. No one believed anything could happen there. At around 10 p.m, the child's nurse went to check on him, and the crib was empty. On the windowsill sat an envelope, and inside was a ransom note demanding $50,000. written in broken English and marked with a strange symbol, 2 overlapping circles and 3 holes. The handwriting was crude, uneven, and immediately alarming. The Lindbergh household notified police, but news travelled faster than any patrol car. Within hours, the press had descended on the estate. The kidnapping of the Lindbergh baby became the biggest story in the world. Investigators quickly discovered a homemade wooden ladder beneath the nursery window. I should hope so. It shouldn't be that difficult to find a ladder. It appeared to be hastily constructed, awkward and unstable. Muddy footprints were found nearby. No fingerprints of value were recovered. The ladder, despite becoming the centerpiece of the case, raised immediate questions. It did not appear professional nor especially safe, yet it was supposedly used to climb to the second floor window in the dark, in the cold, and carrying a child. Negotiations began through intermediaries, including a retired school principal named John Condon. I've been trying to change that surname.
God, imagine being a teacher in school with that surname. You'd be absolutely destroyed.
So James Condon, not to be mistaken with Condom, who inserted himself into the case and became the family's go-between. A series of ransom notes followed, each signed with a strange symbol, each reinforcing the demand. Eventually, Lindbergh paid $70,000 in ransom, much of it in gold certificates, whose serial numbers were recorded. Despite the payment, the child was never returned.
Ooh.
On May the 12th, 1932, over 2 months after the kidnapping, a truck driver pulled over on the roadside less than 5 miles from the Lindbergh home. In the woods, he found badly decomposed remains of a toddler. The skull was fractured, wildlife and exposure had destroyed much of the body. The coroner could not determine definitively when or how the child had died. Some experts believe the fatal injury occurred on the night of the kidnapping, possibly from a fall. Others were less certain. America was devastated. The investigation stalled for 2 years. Then, in September 1934, a break came not from police work, but from a gas station. A German immigrant carpenter named Bruno Richard Hauptmann paid for gasoline using a $10 gold certificate. The attendant noticed the bill was old and rare, noted the license plate and reported it. The serial number matched the Lindbergh ransom money. Hauptmann was arrested days later. A search of his garage revealed nearly $14,000 of ransom money hidden in the rafters. Police claimed to find additional evidence tying him to the crime. A notebook with handwriting that allegedly matched the ransom notes and wood from his attic that prosecutors argued matched the one plank in the ladder. But he denied everything. He said the money belonged to a former business associate, Isidor Fisch, who had returned to Germany and died there. Hauptmann claimed Fisch had left a box with him for safekeeping and that he only discovered the money later. He admitted spending some of it, but insisted he had no idea it was ransom money and had nothing to do with the kidnapping or murder. The case went to trial in January 1935. From the beginning, it was less a courtroom proceeding than a public spectacle. Reporters filled the courtroom. Headlines declared Hauptmann guilty before a verdict was reached. Jurors were not sequestered and were exposed to inflammatory coverage. The judge repeatedly ruled in favour of the prosecution, excluding defence evidence and allowing highly emotional testimony. The ladder became a central exhibit. An expert testified that one rail matched the wood from Hauptmann's attic, claiming it had been cut from the same board. This testimony would later be criticised by scientists and forensic experts as an overstated as overstated and unreliable, based on methods far less rigorous than those used today. Handwriting experts for the prosecution claimed Hartman wrote the ransom notes. Defense experts disagreed. No fingerprints connected Hartman to the notes, the ladder, or the nursery. No eyewitness placed him at Lindbergh home on the night of the crime. And no evidence explained how he would have known the child's location or schedule. Still, the jury convicted him. Bruno Hartman was sentenced to death. In the years that followed, appeals were denied, public opinion hardened, the country wanted finality. Hartman was offered life imprisonment if he confessed and implicated others. He refused. Until the end, he maintained his innocence, stating that he had been framed and the trial had been unjust. On the 3rd of April 1936, he was executed in the electric chair. The case was officially closed, yet doubts never went away. Historians later noticed inconsistencies in witness testaments, contradictions in ransom notes, and unanswered questions about whether one person could have committed the crime alone. Some investigators believed the ladder could not safely support a man carrying a child. Others questioned why critical forensic evidence was mishandled or ignored. Even members of law enforcement privately expressed reservations. What remains indisputable is this: the Lindbergh kidnapping reshaped American law enforcement, led to the creation of federal kidnapping statutes, and marked the moment when media coverage began to influence criminal justice in unprecedented ways. It is remembered as a solved crime, but nearly a century later, the question still lingers, not just who killed Lindbergh, the Lindbergh baby, but whether the truth was ever fully uncovered, or whether America, desperate for closure, accepted an answer that was easier than the reality.
It seems there's a lot of that going on. An answer, even if it's the wrong one, will do.
Yeah, I mean, it quite clearly is aliens.
Of course. And to be honest, I'm annoyed that they didn't think of it sooner. It's so obvious.
Yeah, it's got to be the aliens, surely.
Definitely. Yep. They don't need a ladder. They just send their beam down through the window.
Yeah. Well, put ladder there just to frame people.
Just to make it look like it wasn't aliens. Either that, or they were quite small aliens and they did use a ladder.
Maybe.
I can't imagine they used a ladder. I think they put it there to make it not look like aliens.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you think he just made up that business associate, Isidore Fish? Is that his name? Have I got that wrong?
No, I think that's right. No, I'm sorry. There's just too many strange names in this freaking story, and I couldn't be serious.
The whole thing sounds like we fabricated it, but I assure you it is very true.
Yeah. And very serious. God.
I can hear the serious in your voice.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Very, very serious. How many outtakes did we get from that one segment?
It's alright, I've only kept one.
Oh, only one. Okay. It was a good one. Everyone has to wait an entire year nearly to hear that outtake, but it's gonna be worth it. It was hilarious and we couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't know. I think at one point I just found it so funny that my brain switched off and I was just concentrating on not bursting out laughing.
I mean, if it was him, why would you go and spend that money? You can't touch it. You can never touch it.
No, you can never touch it.
But why would you do the murder if you wanted a ransom? And
maybe it was like a double blood. Right, so maybe he took the kid murdered the kid, and then thought, wait, we've not, but we can be smart about this. We can get some money for them, right? It's too late. They've done the murder, but the parents don't know that yet. So they extort, the parents for this money. And he's like, yeah, awesome, And then he goes, well, shit, I can't spend it because it's going to be obvious. So then he goes, like, I don't know, some time goes by. And then he goes, do you know what? Actually, this is the perfect double bluff. If I spend it, no one's ever going to think I was stupid enough to have just spent it. So they'll never think it was me. I don't know. It could be a thing.
Surely you would let it like blow over for a few years or whatever.
At least.
And then move away.
Yeah.
So somewhere where it's not on the front of people's minds, where they're not going to be suspicious, where they'll just take the money and not check the cereals or whatever. Yeah, God knows. So I don't believe you could be that clumsy.
Well, this is America as well, remember?
I suppose there is that.
And it was a long time ago. I don't know. I like to think that people wouldn't be that stupid. Well, I'd like to think that people wouldn't snatch babies in the night.
I mean, there is that as well.
There is that.
And it was a celebrity baby as well, not just any baby, a celebrity baby.
Celebrity baby. Yeah, worth a few quid.
Yeah.
Probably worth a bit more alive, but then maybe they killed I'm confused. Was it a baby or a toddler?
Toddler, I think. Maybe they killed the toddler because they realised that these gold things that they were given were useless because they get tracked down if they use them.
Oh, I was going to say maybe they killed the toddler because they realised that they're of an age where they could potentially identify them.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What do you think at home? That's what we need to know.
That's the most
Andy,
important.
what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know. Topicopedia.online or any of our socials. Yeah. What do you think happened? Did he do it? Was he guilty? Yeah, there we go. I didn't know that was going to be an unsolved mystery, but it was in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, what have we got next?
Okay, we've got a fun little topic.
Okay.
It's just a quickie. Normal adult things that no one properly explained to you. And this got suggested, and I just thought, I think so, because I sent you a text. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Day before, I think.
And
yeah.
I wanted to know how tax works.
Yeah.
if you start a business, how do you pay tax? I don't understand it. I still, to be fair, don't really understand it. But I think we've said we might talk about this in a bit more depth.
We should maybe do. Yeah, maybe we should do a spin-off, like a more serious thing, like explaining things that adults need to know.
I think that's a really good idea. I really do. So this is just a quick fire list of things that we all have to deal with, but no one's ever really explained it to us, and it's a given that we're supposed to do it. And the first one is council tax.
Yeah.
You pay it indefinitely, but you are discouraged from asking where it goes.
Yeah. No one knows. It's just magic, isn't it? Just magic disappearing act.
Yeah, it is.
Like you pay hundreds of pounds and get your bin emptied, and that's all it feels like you get.
Well, they're certainly not filling in the potholes, that's for sure.
I think it's a different council. Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's different councils as well. You got your local council and your regional council. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for. Levels of your bureaucracy.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. You're just paying for the pen pushers. You don't really do anything. Well, what else we got?
HMRC.
Oh, yeah.
They already have the answer and still enjoy watching you get it wrong. Yeah, I mean...
I bet that they mean tax, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, now when you... Obviously, like, if you're self-employed, that was, like, usually, like, the thing that they couldn't really keep track on that well. But now, like, if you sell too much on eBay or, you know, on Vinted or whatnot, they go and tell them, they've got to go and tell the tax man that you might be using the platforms to make a profit.
If you sell more than 30 items on Vinted, they ask for your national insurance number and it all gets reported automatically.
So there you go. There's no getting out of it. HMRC want to know your business.
But that's annoying because you might have a business that has nothing to do with you selling your used items, you know?
No.
You might have that could be completely separate. I don't know. How do they differentiate? I suppose they would know if you're selling lots of the same thing, wouldn't they? That
Yeah,
would
but
be a bit of a
also the
giveaway.
fact that you can only earn a certain amount tax-free. So, you know, if you are making big money on Vinted, then obviously it's another income. So you should be declaring it.
Well, usually if you're selling your old possessions, usually you don't really pay anything on it, even past a certain point. What they don't like is profit, and you're allowed to make £1,000 in profit tax-free a year. But then after that, then they will come for you.
Yeah, because you should
But
be
it's not
tax.
It's not your overall what you're making; it's the profit margin. There you go.
But then to actually establish that, you would need to do a full-on tax return.
Yeah, you would. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't sell too much if you're not planning to do a tax return, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, national insurance is another thing that no one really explains. You pay it, it goes up, never comes down, just goes up. Pays for the NHS and whatnot, you know. Someone explain.
And you still can't get a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, and because someone explain why prescriptions are free in Scotland and Wales, but they're not in England.
Because, you know, we've bullied them in the past or something.
It's just like they've got the money
It's
to do
like
it for free,
white
but we've got to
guilt,
charge
isn't
a
it?
tenner.
Well, they don't have the money to do it for free. We're paying for it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Don't get it twisted. We're covering it all.
We get to pay for our prescriptions and other people's prescriptions, aren't we lucky?
Love that for us. Yay. Charity. Anyway, what's next? TV license. Well, Steve doesn't pay that because you're debunking the myth that you must pay it no matter what.
You don't need to pay a TV license. You only need it if you're watching live TV or you're watching something on BBC iPlayer. You don't need it for YouTube. You don't need it for Netflix.
You do need it if you're going to watch a BBC program on Netflix or YouTube.
Well,
but
it's iffy territory, that, really, because technically, if you're paying a subscription, that content's paid for anyway via the subscription.
Oh, I agree with you, but I follow Black Belt Barrister on YouTube, and he says he's literally a barrister, and he breaks everything down, and I'm like, oh, that's really sneaky, but yeah, apparently so.
But what about on Facebook when you get stuff from BBC archives coming around on the reels?
Well,
they put that in front of your face. If you don't notice it's BBC, then because I thought the issue was if you're watching it on iPlayer, but if he's found some kind of loophole, I know that the BBC now want to put content on YouTube. So if they turn around and say everyone's got, because I know Black Belt Barrister has been looking into this, hasn't he? If they wanted to turn around now and say anyone that's got YouTube needs a TV license, then they're going to be in trouble because people are going to be up in arms about that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But this is another reason why the TV license needs to be scrapped, because, you know, so many, you know, all the other channels are now putting their content on YouTube. It's a really good way, and they earn money doing it. They're earning a pretty penny. So
it's because
the BBC are greedy.
ITV now put Coronation Street and Emmerdale on there, and they put it on first thing in the morning, so you can watch that day's episode at any point in the day.
That's really cool.
So if you want to watch it when the kids are at school or whatever, you got your evenings are a bit busy, you have an early night and whatnot, you can watch it in the day. So it's more convenient for people. Plus, obviously, you know, they're monetizing it unless you got YouTube Premium. But if you've got YouTube Premium, they're getting a cut of the money from you watching it anyway.
Exactly.
So, you know, I quite like the model of it because you're paying for a subscription that you actually want and are using.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know, being forced to pay something that you might not even watch any BBC programs. If The Traitors isn't on and, you know, you've got nothing for months on end that interests you, then what are you paying it for? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And honestly, the traitors is the only thing I really care about that the BBC shows.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Maybe the odd rugby game.
Yeah. Energy bills. I can teach you a couple of things about energy bills. It is something they should teach in school, really, because so many people don't. What's that?
Always switch.
Always.
Well, not always.
Not always switch.
Switch. Well, not always, but switch energy. I think people are afraid to do it.
Don't sit on the standard variable tariff.
No.
Right. So when Martin Lewis is on about the price cap, you shouldn't be affected by it. But you should be on a proper tariff. Like, there's no reason to sit on just a standard tariff that follows the price cap.
Okay.
There you go. There's my big tip. Look out for the fixed rates.
Yeah.
So many out there without exit fees. So you're welcome to walk away from it at any point. It just means that that price is guaranteed for you for that duration. It allows the energy companies to go out and buy that energy at that price at that time that you sign up to it. So they're buying the energy in advance then, basically, on the basis they know X amount of customers are going to want this energy. So,
Makes sense.
I mean, obviously there's cheaper ones, but then you've got exit fees. So if you go for that, you've got to consider whether, is it going to be worth it? If prices come down, are they likely to come down? If they come down, will you be any better off? But as for water bills, I couldn't tell you much about that. You pay loads of money for something that falls out of the sky.
The only thing I know with water bills, this is the best advice I could give anyone, is don't pay the assessed charges. Ask to go on a water meter, because I'm telling you now, it is about a quarter of what you would pay assessed charges. And if they can't fit you a water meter, they have to re-estimate your assessed charges, and all of a sudden they can make it cheaper. So always ask to go on a water meter. If they can't do it, they have to reassess the charges again.
Oh, okay, I might have a look into that. Although saying that, if they assess my charges, they'd probably go, "Oh, yeah, you're probably using quite a bit. You got all sorts."
I don't know. There's only 4 of you. Yeah. I don't know.
Tradespeople. Oh, God, I hate trying to find tradespeople.
Not one I've ever had to deal with, luckily, living in rented.
Yeah. But trying to find reliable, trustworthy.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is.
It's like my sister says that she hates going to the mechanic.
Yeah.
Because she feels like they see a woman and they rub their hands together. They think, oh, we can take her forever. So she always likes to have her husband with her, even though he doesn't know anything about cars.
Yeah.
But she feels like they wouldn't take advantage of him like they would her.
So yeah, that's bad, isn't it, really? But yeah.
It's not good. Rent. It increases regularly whilst remaining non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's quite funny because one of my friends thought it was very negotiable. And every time, they didn't put his rent up for a very long time. And to be fair, he lived in an absolute dive. It was practically a basement. It was practically a bedsit. And it kept flooding with shit water all the time. So it wasn't very good. And it was infested with rats and things. It wasn't very nice at all. Anyway, they wanted to suddenly... what he was paying was so cheap. He kind of said, it's rubbish, but it's temporary and I can live cheap and I can save here. So, it's whatever. But then out of nowhere, they wanted to put his rent up by £100, which is, I think he was only paying about £300 at the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you're not putting it up by a third of what it was. Like, there's no way. And he basically said, I'll pay you this much at the most, or you can find someone else, and they agreed to it.
Fair dues.
So sometimes it is negotiable, but
splitting the bill.
Oh,
see, I don't tend to go out really with anyone to split the bill, but you know what? I'd rather just pay for my own stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I think the good thing about like restaurants and things now, like Wetherspoons and whatnot, well, most places really, like any of the chains, you order from your table, don't you? You scan the QR code. So,
Yes,
you know what? I'm a much bigger fan of that. Order it yourself, pay for it yourself,
I agree.
because otherwise there'll
And
be some greedy sod on the table that
Yeah.
wants all 3 courses and 6 pints.
Exactly. And then you end up paying for most of it. I think as well, a lot of them, even if you buy it all together, if you pay online, there's an option to split it and you can choose how you split it. It's not split down the middle. So you can still pay separately, even if it was all ordered together,
Yeah.
which I think is quite
I mean,
quite
Monzo's
good.
got a handy feature where you can split the bill as well, which is quite handy. So if you've got a group of people on Monzo, you can someone can pay, and then you can just hit the split the bill button, and you request the money of everyone else.
Do you know what? I've seen that somewhere else as well. I'm not sure where it was, but yes, I have seen that somewhere else. So yeah, there's a lot of that going on, and I think that's good because why should you pay for someone who wants to have 3 courses and lots of alcohol?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I.e. myself.
No, that's different. Someone else should definitely be chipping in. It's not a spirit thing. Annual leave. Your permitted absence, as long as you remain reachable. I don't know that that's true. Is that true? I don't think you have to be that reachable.
You don't have to be reachable.
No, you don't.
I mean,
but-
if they're expected to be reachable, then you're working for the wrong company.
Yeah, I agree. But what I will say is that you're entitled to it, but that some places can be really difficult about giving it you off, can't they?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like you can really be dictated to.
I think you can't carry
when
it over
you're
to the
allowed
next
it.
year either.
You can't carry it over.
No, it's-
Not that you'd ever manage to do that anyway.
Yeah,
You
it's
get so little.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just think it's naughty.
Yeah, you don't get
I think
enough-
you should be. No, I appreciate you don't want all your staff off at the same time, but I do find it incredibly cruel that retail staff don't get proper time off over Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
But yeah.
What's next? Quick work emails. The word exists to lower expectations before raising demands. There's nothing quick about work emails, is there, really?
I don't know. I've never been in that kind of working environment where work emails have been a thing. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
What about office wellbeing initiatives? They replace pay rises. Yeah, that's pretty true. They try and increase your happiness and your well-being by trying things rather than actually just saying, "Oh, you know what? Would you like some more money on your salary?" Which is what everyone
That's interesting.
actually
Why can't
wants.
they keep people happy and pay them properly? Why can't they do both? Why is it one or the other? It's a bit scary that your well-being is an incentive.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not great, is it?
No.
Good Lord. Okay. What else have we got? Being fine. Yeah, we're all just kind of expected to be fine, even when you're not fine. You just got to be fine. Like someone
Okay.
asks, "You right, mate?" "Yeah, I'm fine."
I don't know
You've
how
got to
you-
just say you're
I
fine.
don't know how you teach that. It just happens. Everyone just learns it.
Comes with being British, I think. It's in
Yeah.
our blood. Yeah.
Sunday evenings, a weekly reminder that time off is temporary. I mean, I don't suppose this applies that much anymore because I think most jobs probably aren't Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 anymore.
Not so much, but I think those who do have a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, I'm willing to bet that Sunday evening, when you're at school or whatever, Sunday evening felt like pre-Monday morning.
Yeah, that's true.
It felt like you were like getting yourself mentally prepared for the fact that you were going to have to start another week.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, it was. Well, still, it still is for a lot of people, I guess.
Yeah.
Bins.
And the last one, yes,
The
bins.
rules change silently while mistakes are public. Yeah, I mean, I put the wrong bin out, didn't I, after Christmas? And
Oh.
my neighbour messaged me and told me,
Oh yes, that's
"You
good
put the
neighbour.
wrong bin out." Yeah. But then at the same time, they're also bringing out another bin. They want us to recycle our food waste now, apparently. So we're going to get another bin for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, all this recycling stuff annoys me because most of it they just go and burn anyway. So at landfill or whatever. I just think, well, it's literally just this big facade that they make us atone for the problem when actually it's them up there causing it, you know?
Yeah, it's like when you go to tip as well, isn't it? Like anything that's kind of remotely mixed goes in the one that's going to landfill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if they were that fussed about recycling, they would be like, oh, yeah, you know what, we'll rip, you know, say you take a chair, for example, you know, we'll rip it apart and we'll separate the recycled parts of it from the non-recyclable parts. But they won't. They'll just chuck, you know, if there's parts of it that can't be recycled, just chuck the whole lot.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
They're not bothered. It's all about just trying to make us sorry for the fact that they're causing the problem. And if we feel it's our fault, then, you know, that's a very firm belief on that one. I think it's a complete farce. But yeah, that exhausts our list, at least, of things that you've never really had explained to you. So if you can think of any at home, stuff that we all do, but it was never taught to us, let us know. Topicopedia.online or any of our socials.
Excellent. Right. Let me find the right button to press. This one.
It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
So unique. It's the meme of the week.
Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week time. Way.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Last week,
Yep.
we'd like to know who won.
I'd love to.
Would you like to guess who won?
No, because I'll jinx it.
It was you. You won last
Oh,
week.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm made up with that. It's always
Yeah,
nice to
there
win
you
one
go.
now and again.
So, what have you got for us this week? How are you
Okay.
going to defend the title?
Yeah, because I'm going to defend my title.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you got yet. So this is like a cartoon, only 2 panels. So it's a woman going to the chemist and saying, oh, does Viagra work? And the chemist's like, oh, it does. And she's like, oh, can you get it over the counter? And he says, yeah, if I take 2.
I think your title's very well defended there. Definitely. Mine, yeah. So I've got one of those. You've heard of the elf on a shelf. Now get ready for, I was going to send it to you. Hang on.
Elf on a Shelf, that's so December.
Yeah, I know. But I see these all year round, to be fair. And we've got Keir Starmer at the bottom of the ocean, sat on a very large anchor.
Oh, okay. I quite like that one as well. That's very good. Oh, I think you might win this one.
Oh, I don't know. I like yours. Okay, well, anyway, it's just because I'm so turned off politics now. It's unreal, but we'll see. So yeah, head over to topicopedia.online, scroll down a little bit on the homepage. You will see the memes that give your favourite a vote, and we'll announce the winner next week.
Yep, go and vote for mine. Why not?
Yeah, just go and vote. Just go and vote. Okay.
Let's try and find the right button.
It's rude, it's crude, it might make you leak from laughing so hard you can't even speak. 2 filthy jesters delightfully bleak will make you laugh, snort and blush in a streak. It's Topicopedia's Joke of the Week.
Oh dear.
Go on then. Regale us with your hilarity.
Why should you never tell an egg a joke?
Don't know.
Because it might crack up.
Okay. All right.
Well, my dog ate a bunch of Scrabble tiles and was at the vet for 12 hours. So I phoned up and asked for an update. Yeah, and they said, oh, no word yet.
I like that one. Very good.
What's another word for a dick pic?
I don't know.
Junk mail.
Oh, I knew that was what that folder was for. Oh, God.
Okay, this one's a bit longer, but it's daft, but here we go. So once was a guy who had a 25-inch penis.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. And, with that large size, it was more of a problem to him than a gift. His relationships never lasted.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Fair enough.
life was awkward and he was completely fed up. So desperate, he went to a doctor and explained his situation. And the doctor thought for a moment and said, "Go to the ocean at midnight. You'll find a mermaid. Ask her to marry you.
Oh.
And every time she says no,
Right.
it'll shrink by 5 inches."
Okay.
Even though he doubted it, he went anyway for the sake of it. It's worth
As
a
you
go at
do,
this point. Yeah. So at midnight, a mermaid appeared and he approached her and asked her to marry him. She said no, and his penis actually got shorter by 5 inches.
Gosh.
Yeah, but he thought it was still a bit too long. So again, he asked her to marry him, and it, went down to 15 inches. And he thought, still a bit much, with 10 inch, probably good length, 10 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he very happily asked the mermaid again, "Will you marry me?" And the mermaid, now frustrated, replies, "How many times do I have to tell you? No, no, no."
I like that one. Oh, that's really good.
Thanks.
Oh, mate. One extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Right. Is that, are you done for jokes?
Yeah,
Are you?
that's all I've got this week, sorry.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I just losing track.
Oh, okay.
What have I got? Oh yeah, I've just seen a burglar kicking his own door in. So
Okay.
I said, "What are you doing?" And he replied, "I'm working from home."
That's silly.
Oh God. I actually met Tom Hanks once.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but he was actually really rude.
Oh,
And I asked for his autograph,
yeah.
and all he wrote was "thanks." Okay, right. How about this one? I'm really sorry if you've heard this one before. I don't know if I just read this before and didn't use it, or if I read it before and I did use it. So I'm really sorry.
Okay.
The CEO of Budweiser orders a Bud Light.
Okay.
The CEO of Miller orders a Miller's Light.
Right.
The CEO of Coors orders a Coors Light.
Right.
And the CEO of Guinness orders a Coke.
Right.
And the first three asked the CEO of Guinness why he didn't order a Guinness. To which he replied, "I figured if you three weren't ordering beer, it would be rude of me to."
Fair enough. Have you got another one for us?
I've got one more. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So a man kills a deer and takes it home to cook for dinner, right?
Okay.
Now both he and his wife decide that it's probably best they don't tell the kids what kind of meat it is, but rather they'll give them a clue and let them guess, right?
Okay.
So the dad said, "Well, it's what mummy calls me sometimes." And the little girl screamed at her brother, "Don't eat it, it's an arsehole." You like that one?
That's a good one. That's good.
It's a good one. Anyway, I think on that note, we'll leave it there for this episode of Topicopedia. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you even more if you've stuck with us this far. You deserve a medal. And head over to topicopedia.online where you can vote for your favourite meme of the week. Don't forget to fill out our sexy feedback form and give us your feedback. Or you can find us on any of our socials, which you should give us a little follow. Give us a few likes here and there, maybe a share. Shares are sexy. And don't forget to comment, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.